Listener discretion is advised.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I missed my last live stream because life, but I got a lot of stuff that I'm working on right now, and I figured, well, what better time than to make up for the missed stream and dive you in on this. Now, it's going to be kind of a two-parter. I'm going to start out in the garage, adding some flake to one of my giant coffin shelves that I've painted red. We're going to add some candy effect to it, hopefully come out with this really cool like black and red mix for this wall coffin, and it should turn out good. I did a few test sprays with some product on some testers, and it turned out pretty decent. So we're going to have to add some light in here. You'll see when we get to the secondary cam. The one cam, it'll kind of be, this one will be facing me. The other one's going to be looking right at my work. The other thing I'll be doing when I come back inside is I'm going to be shading one of my skull planters. I make these little skull planters that hang from chains, and you can put whatever in them. But I get them, I paint them, and then I start shading them into, I'm not going to say make them look realistic, but I'll give you an example. So the one I'm going to be painting today is going to be this purple one. It's kind of hard to see right now, but you can see there's no shading going on there. It's just purple. And when I do flip to the other camera, there's going to be more light so you can see. But turning something plain into something shaded, so you can start to see more details. You know, now this is a finished product. It's just missing the chains, but that's actually already listed and for sale. These have already been selling pretty quickly on my Etsy store. So if you're interested and want one, go check it out. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to switch over to the other camera. My lapel mic will pick me up, so you might notice a little change in audio. But let's go out there and let's get to work on that coffin. So you can see. The coffin already out there it's already painted red. Let me get out there so I can kind of walk around it as I'm talking. Now, there's nothing funnier than doing this like in the garage, and I often have to open up that door, and when the neighbors like check you out, like, the fuck's this guy doing? And they, see him making and painting coffins, I just look around and say it's for all them kids that keep walking on my lawn. Anyway, what I'm doing is, this started out in all black. There's a lot of overspray on the inside, but the inside, minus all the border, will everything's going to stay black. So I'm going to have to go back in and repaint that. What I'm going to be doing now is adding a candy effect to all of this to see if I can get it really like red and sparkly. And then from there, it's just going to be getting the felt on the back, the felt on the interior, and I mean, we should be ready to list this bad boy and get it out there. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the garage door so I don't kill myself. You see the excellent job of parking that Sammy does? I don't know if that's on the driveway or on the lawn, but it's there for sure. All right. Let's go ahead and give this a shot. So anyway, for anyone who's interested, not that you really are, but the color that I used here is Montana Black, Montana Black Gold. And I also went over it with regular Montana Black. Both are about the same. This is more geared towards what I'm doing, the medium. But back from my graffiti days, I just love the fat caps on these things. So, and I love Montana Black products. I'm not saying gold's bad. They're good. Everything from Montana is good. But I feel like my time is less wasted when I'm using the black products. So let me get a little wind action going in there. Hopefully it doesn't drown out my lapel mic. It may, but if it does, that's your problem. I'm not dying. Let's give this a shot and see what happens. I doubt very seriously you're going to be able to, the camera's going to pick this up. So I'm probably going to have to bring you in. But what I can tell you is it is most definitely working. Well, I knew that would happen. Take proper precautions, kids. Now, what I'm doing, I keep moving around this because the way the lighting is, it looks like you've hit everything, but you let the light hit it just right, and you can see spots that you're missing. Let's turn that fan off for a minute. And I still think it's going to be pretty hard to need the light to catch it just right. And it doesn't. It's actually making it, the camera's making it look like shit. Let's see here. There it goes. This actually looks like, I don't know how to describe it, like a glue. Kind of glue mixed with a little bit of flake. I guess that's kind of a... We're going to let that set because I don't know if I'm going to be able to catch the light just right for you to be able to see what I'm seeing. Yeah, it's rough. So, tell you what, let's go back in. We'll switch over to one of the other cameras. I'm gonna come right back out here. Switch back to the inside cam, and then we'll kind of go from there. All right, now let's get to work in here. I'm going to turn on my arc light here. I'm going to turn it on too bright, just bright enough so you guys can see what I'm doing. Probably need to move the cam a little bit so it's not pointed right at. Okay. So anyway, hopefully that will end up looking. I gotta try to take some pictures so you guys can see that a little bit better, but we'll see. All right. Going here on a little paint action. So all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add a little bit of black. Really, all I'm doing is doing like black wash to it. I'm gonna kind of let the black wash find the natural cracks and inside the teeth. The paint's going to do all the work for me. I'm not really going to have to do anything here, so primarily I'm just going to be kind of, the only place I'll probably put anything on heavy is inside the eyes. But outside that, I'll just be dabbing this with a little bit of water, a little bit of black paint, wiping it on, wiping it off. So you'll see what I mean. So just going to go in with a little bit of black here. Literally, you can see it looks like I'm painting it black, but I'm not. Let's see where I'm going with this in a minute. It's messy, that's okay. It's all been cleaned up. Slowly but surely it'll start finding its way into where it needs to be. So paintbrush is going to be not too tight, so just come in and just do a quick black wash right across the face. Start finding some of these cracks. See what I mean? The black will start to lay in those cracks. And if you're just really careful with wiping it off, the shade will actually start to take. that's wet, and you come in with something dry, just damp it up a little bit. You can see where after a few passes, this is going to start to really stick right into. Follow the lines of the cracks a little bit. Just kind of like that. See, now it's stick it out. You gotta do a little bit heavier when, like in the eyes and the nose sockets, where you really kind of want those blacked out. We'll get to that in a minute. I'm just trying to get the basic shading here on the most of the skull as I can. Paint, I'm just using regular acrylic paint, nothing special. Regular old crafting paint. Buy it like that as anywhere else. You can go expensive if you want to, but you really don't need to. Unless you're trying to be a prima donna. But I'm just trying to pull off the effects I want to see. That's all. As you can see, you're almost under the impression that I'm going to lose a lot of the purple. Far from. Far from. Just shading up a little. If you feel like, a couple areas not a little too dark or whatever, a bit of water. Right back up. Like I said, I keep going with this back and forth. Again, I'm no professional, so I just mess with it until I think it looks good. I don't even worry about it if, as you're doing it, you're like, but it doesn't look realistic. Bitch, ask yourself the last time you've seen a purple skull. That'd be realistic. Just make it look fucking cool, man. So shading there while you're really coming along from there. That's how you can do a little bit of work. Brush a little bit here now, really trace some of those cracks. Really get it in here. Dry rub that out. Wipe over it. I don't put a lot of pressure because I don't have to stay in those cracks. Now I am going to get a little, go in a little hard in the eyeballs. I don't want those to be blacked out. What I'll do is I'll come around the whole socket, get it kind of saturated in the black, and then I'll wipe it out. Create like a fade out effect. The other thing you got to keep in mind, you've heard me, if you haven't watched one of my streams or haven't heard me talk about different products I use, once I'm done doing all this, I'll use a product called 2K Clear. I'm telling you, you can do something like trash and think to yourself, this looks like crap, this doesn't look good at all, and then you apply 2K Clear to it, and you'll be like, that wasn't how they wouldn't call me, eh? It makes everything pop, really makes colors pop, adds a really good protective coating to the project, and it also has the ability to hide a lot of imperfections, or take what could be perceived as an imperfection and make it so much better. See, I'm kind of flaring out in the eye sockets now. I'm just going to come in and just tap it a little bit. Too much. Just enough. Watered down back here. See if I can pull this off. We're getting really watered down black. Spaces between the teeth. Wasn't watered enough, but watered up a little bit. Just want that black to really get in line. I'm not showing you guys the right shit. I can't tell if my camera's looking right at this or not. Let's put it this way a little bit. So all I'm trying to do is just get that black in there, just in between the teeth, really well. This thing's got more shade than anything. More chink. Heavy blast in there. Sit for a second before we try to. Sorry, I know I keep probably taking the skull way too far away from the camera. Yeah, I'll go like this a little bit. That's not looking too shabby right now. And what I'm going to do now is this is nothing special, but I don't want to leave the lip around it purple. So I'm just going to come in and get that all black. Difficult to handle this now because pretty much my grab one is to reach inside and spread my fingers so I have control over the piece. But because of the way we're painting this, what you can do is you can do your little dabbing. So I'm going to say fuck that. We're going to take a look at everything just to make sure we're happy. The way this looks so far. I definitely think. There's a little more shading right in there. Leave any. So I keep fucking this up. You don't want to leave any look of like brushlets. You want to try to make whatever effect you're looking for seem as natural as you can. Natural shading. I'm going into the heavier than I'd like to here, but I know that once I get it just right. It's going to look really good. Voiceover. Background's my granddaughter. She's awesome. Those lines in between the teeth to find a little bit more. I don't want to lose the tooth in the process. I mean, it's okay if they have a little bit of that black shading on it. It looks cool. Oh yeah, you do what you want to do. If you think it looks cool some other way, then rock up. I'm no fucking expert. I'm no fucking damn pain until it looks good. But this is one of the things I do and I put out there, and if I'm going to start streaming, I might as well be streaming what I do. In hopes that someone will come along and be like, you know, there's a much easier way to do that. It's not about me teaching you, it's about you teaching me. What the fuck I'm doing? To be honest with you, I think I'm going to redo this. Lip again. I don't like how it looked after I worked it away. I'd rather it just be solid black. I think we just kind of let that dry. Let's see what happens. I can't help it. I'm thinking to myself right now about just in front of that. I remember when I was much younger, me and my gaming buddies, we, I think, man, was this like when Twitch first became a thing? I think it was Twitch. Might have been the Xbox version of it that was around for a while, Mixer, but it was one or the other. It was one of them. And someone started like streaming as if they were What's that painter's name? You know, Bob. Why can't I think of his name? Bob something. If anyone was in the chat, someone help me out, but I don't think anyone's watching. But anyway, the point is, I mean, the man is, you know, at the time, he'd already been deceased for some time. But these things were being streamed as if they were live, and the people were like in the chat interacting with it as if it was live, and like arguing with this guy when, you know, he decided to use a color that they didn't approve of. And I just remember laughing. I don't know why I found it so funny, but, you know, everyone's saying like he decided to use whatever brown, and everyone was just like ruined. You know, what are you thinking, Bob? You know, trash and all this other crap. It just got me laughing so hard because it almost seemed like some of the things he would do after that, he was reacting to what the chat was saying, which is impossible because the man's been dead for, you know, 10 years or whatever. But anyway, no. I just thought of that like that when I was sitting here painting something and almost giving instructions to people when on the last one that should be. But anyway, I don't really want to touch too much more of that today. I think it's looking pretty good the way it is. Well, actually, I want to see how it dries. I want to see how that dries out. See if it's worth, you know, going back over it and adding some more shade to it, or if I just call it and leave it alone. But doesn't look too bad. This camera really makes it hard to see, but you know what we started with, and you can kind of see where we ended up. So, and after we 2K clear this one, she'll be good to go. I'm ready to be off to a new home. We went through that really quick. I do have something going on in the chamber behind me right now, in the Chitty X-Max 3. You're not going to be able to tell what it is, but I'll bring the camera over and show you. So you can see it going to town. Actually, this won't be too bad because what that's actually printing is the logo that you see in between that live video and this one. If you can see, let me move my, yeah, there we go. If you see this, it's one of those hexagon things that's in the Viking symbol for wealth. I made that. What I want to do here is I want to do the same thing. If you look at the logo, between, just imagine everything that you're seeing right now is like the black outline around everything stacking vertically. The clear white, well, the white pieces that you see will be laid on separately with LEDs behind it. So literally it's my logo that I can wall mount somewhere and be all lit up with LEDs. I'm going to check something real quick because I'm kind of running out of things to talk about here, and no one's in the chat, so it's almost like not even worth it. I'm talking to myself. See if any of the boys are on. Some are. Are they spreading democracy? They are not. So, I guess that'd be it. Like I said, I apologize for missing my last live stream. Life just kind of got in the way on that one. But I have several more lined up. I'll be going through several projects that I'm kind of pausing on just because I'd rather start building an audience and work on those projects. I don't want to say together, but I'd rather have something to be working on and talking about than to Otherwise, there's no point in live streaming. Not me anyway. No one wants to watch me. But anyway, I need to cut this beard off, man. Maybe. Maybe not. All right, folks. I'm going to get on out of here. You guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. And until next time.